Right, I'm not going to strike. I'll do a story mission, and then what I'm going to do is show you the Crucible. That is what we're going to do. Boom. Ships, by the way, you can't actually do out with them. You can't fly them yourself. You can't use them for like space battles or anything. They genuinely just there to kind of as like a cosmetic thing. But it's a nice touch when you're in a group of friends and you've all got a different ship and you're like, oh, you know, I actually earned mine or I got it awarded, and you know, it's just a cool touch to it, I guess.
Cabal are sitting on a Vex spire that connects to the Black Garden Gate. We free that spire, we can charge the Eye. We'll be hitting the Cabal where they're strongest. So I hope you're ready for war.
Are you ready for war?
Here we go. Let's fight our way into their warbase.
So here we go on my, I think this is a Nomad it's called, but the driving is really fun and the handling is really just the way you steer it in general. They're really fun to fly around. So it's not something you're going to get bored of by having to travel from A to B. It's something you're going to probably want to do. So that is pretty cool. Oh, there we are, we've got a little party here to greet us. So now my weapon's even more powerful. Should make short work of these guys. And it's not doing too bad at all. So yeah, you'll find some weapons, because you don't get loot all the time at all. You can buy weapons, but even that, you know, money doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. So you're probably gonna at some stages get a little attached to some weapons and want to use them more than others, and actually feel like, oh, I can upgrade this without feeling it's gonna have gone to waste, or that I'm gonna replace it instantly. So this weapon now I've had for a decent amount of time. It's helped me a lot. I've upgraded it so it's more powerful, so now I'm not gonna want to replace it as quick. So it's cool. It's not just like you turn the corner and find a new weapon which is better. I mean, you're like, oh, okay, I'll just get rid of you now. Rares genuinely are rare in this game. This is no way a dig at Diablo, because Diablo is one of my favourite games. Like, not just at the moment, but probably ever. You know, I'd say it's definitely a no. But I've noticed my character is level 70, is maxed out and all that kind of stuff, and I can play with really like difficult settings. Pretty much most of the rares. So I know it works out because now, you know, they need to be, you know, collecting more powerful stuff because Ward for playing on a high difficulty and all that. But on this game, when I played on, it's, I don't know, it's reward wise, it's still, you know, holds back, I think. And I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. Get a little disappointed sometimes where it's something for ages and, you know, you don't exactly get a lot of like great loot for it, so there's that element to it. And I'll be honest, on to Crucible and getting rewards for playing, I don't understand what you are doing. Literally, I do not understand. I played quite a few games of Crucible now. I'm no extreme veteran of the game. I haven't played that loads of matches, but I've played enough to get a idea for how it's how the kind of loot thing is. And as far as I know, it's random. It's entirely random. It is completely random. I mean, fair enough. I think once something happened which I thought made sense. I thought, yeah, fair enough. And that was because I won a game of free for all. Literally won out of everyone on that match, and I got a gun, which is the one I'm currently using. So yeah, that worked out and that made sense. That's once. Every other match I have played, no matter of my score or even the other people's scores on the matches, the people who were awarded loot, and decent loot, one guy was awarded 2 rares. 2. And I looked at his score, killed to death and all that kind of stuff. He was probably... So I thought, is this like a handicap for people who maybe, you know, not, you know, playing it, or maybe not having as much fun because they ain't got as good, you know, equipment. But then on another match, it gave good loot to an alright player, and I'm just so confused. Is it a, you know, completely random per match you can win rare loot for doing nothing? And it just confuses me, if I'm honest. You know, you put in good amount of effort thinking you'll be rewarded for it, and you're not, really. But Crucible is the one thing I'm confused about, really. Don't know what's going on with it, and it put me off a bit. So the game is fun. Is pretty damn fun indeed. But the whole loot side of it, honestly, I'm confused quite a lot by it. Did he drop something? Yeah, as you can tell, a lot of things familiar to Halo, but like I said, it's not a bad thing. I was quite surprised actually. I heard an enemy earlier and it sounded just like the jackals, and they actually moved like the jackals from Halo, so I was like, whoa, wait a minute, is that a jackal? It wasn't, but it reminded me of one, so maybe I wonder if they really just kind of recycle jackal basically for this game. You know, it's just with the budget being 500 million or whatever it was, ridiculous amount of money, maybe why they would still have some things which even were similar. Because as much as nothing wrong with Halo, you still want to, if you buy a game, especially, you know, I've spent a decent amount of money on this game. Yeah, it's about £50, and you want to know that it's all organic. So I'm not digging at you guys at all. You have made a brilliant. Just a few things I'm a little confused about. Here. Come on. So let's see what's down here. One thing as well, what's bad, always make sure you've got batteries. You know, got a decent amount of life left in before you start a game, because this game is not mercy.
Observation tower overhead.
There is no pause.
There's bound to be a way to locate the spire there.
Literally no pause. So, in the middle of a firefight, you're screwed. As I learned earlier. This guy. Not doing bad for headshots with this. Yeah. Alright. Nah, he's running away. I'm not going to get a headshot on him. But yeah, make sure you've got batteries, guys, because there is no pause. You will be shot when you're unable to fight back. And I don't just mean Crucible multiplayer mode. I mean just story mode. Well, that was lucky. Another cool thing is the fact that Crucible mode is you go from your single player kind of like campaign and all that kind of stuff, and you know the way your character is, and then you go into Crucible exactly the same. You keep your weapons, you keep everything, you keep all your loot, you nothing changes. You keep your character, and it's awesome. The fact that you don't just go into a new entire mode where your weapons, which you've just spent so long getting used to, are replaced by default weapon sets. You know, it is a good idea. It's nice. You can get comfortable with something and keep it. And then when you've got really awesome armor, which you found, you can go show it off in the arena, which I'm sure like a heck of a lot of people do. Can I just open this? No. Do I have to go? Oh, actually no, I need to go there. So I'm gonna climb up here, I guess. One problem is, which I noticed, is the fact that you can't people on 360 and Xbox One because the servers are different, which I'm sure like is, well, it sounds like it's just common knowledge now. I did question it at one point, but, and a lot of people do know, but for those who don't, yeah, sadly you can't play with your friends on the 360 if you've got an Xbox One or vice versa, which does suck, because the whole fact that I bought it on the 360 and then upgraded to the, oh, hello, huh, I upgraded to the Xbox One. I already had the Xbox One. I just thought, hey, if I'm going to be spending that much money, why not get two versions? And then, you know, I've got two copies. And, you know, I thought, oh, that means I can, you know, I've got people over, well, not people, someone comes over, I've got a copy to play on the 360 and Xbox One, so I can do kind of like two player, but you can't. So I've still got it, so I can still have two people playing at the same time, just not in the same match. So it's useful in some ways, but especially if whoever's over is also a gamer, and you really don't want to feel bad for leaving them just sat doing nothing whilst you play Destiny. So it has its up point.
Where is it? I got it. It's on the other side of another defense line. Well, if they didn't already know we're coming, they do now.
I'm just waiting for some like dropship to just turn up and like try and maul me. I can see you on my radar, guys. I do like this rifle. I haven't spent enough like glimmer, it's called, upgrading it, so I do want it to be really useful. Yeah, let's go for a ride. It's so fun riding this thing. Alright, big boys. No. Nice. I don't quite know what these glimmer cards are. Keep popping up at the bottom saying you've unlocked this glimmer card or whatever. I don't know what to do, if I'm honest. I literally don't know what to do with them. I think they're just like for boasting rights, really, or something like that. Up.